Do you use an e-wallet? You are a crypto investor and you are sure that your assets are safe, aren't you? But what happens if someone just takes it away? In 2017, 300,000 people had seen this. But how? Is classic antivirus reliable? It was true until 2016. In 2017, the viruses of a new generation, WannaCry, Locky, Petya, Bad Rabbit, and others undermined global damage of more than $53 billion. The antiviruses give only an illusion of safety and actually work with a delay when it is too late to protect. All the time, the viruses change the shell. Therefore, the only solution is to scan their DNA. It means analyzing the billion signals to the core in real time, and at the same time, don't overload the system. But this is impossible. Or possible. In 2012, ROMAD had started the development of a radically new defense system. The solution was found and confirmed by USA's patent in 2017. Analysts Markets and Markets estimated that it will change the world of cybersecurity in the next 3 years. ROMAD is the only defense system in the world which reads out DNA of every virus. It scans every signal to the core in real time. It spends only 2% of system power. ROMAD is a killer of viruses, which the entire cyber world needs. And this is your chance, because ROMAD goes for ICO with its defense token this spring 2018. Make money off of cybersecurity revolution. Sign up in the whitelist right now.
Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, thanks for watching, and don't worry about the Chinese, it will still be presenting in English. You can ignore the ICO part as we have changed our plan to only accept institutional money, and it will be a different scheme. So ROMAD, we call Shendun in Chinese, it will be a decentralized self-governance security platform for IT. And the reason why we chose this market and combine this blockchain is because it's slightly different from the other industries. Okay, the reason we decided to combine this blockchain and make it as a market tool because if we combine blockchain with other industries, market size is defined. But for this, although IT industry is a traditional industry, but it's still having growth. Because as our current stage, we're having the internet evolution, we are going to have Internet of Things, and we have the mobile network. As long as our personal life and commercial activities are steadily being digitalized, they'll be creating more security concerns, and all these things will be more reliable on the security. And this is why we see this as a growth market. We can go to the next page. As shown from the previous video and these slides, that we have seen a lot of accidents happening in the crypto world. A lot of exchanges and crypto funds has been hacked due to certain weaknesses in the programs or any human errors. So what happened is we see that blockchain and crypto space is a major attacking target for these hackers. And it is not only because we have weaknesses, it is also because we have shown great incentives for them because it's counting a lot of money. So we can see that for the entire blockchain industry at this early stage, we can have our mining firms being hijacked. We can have our wallets being hacked because of the loopholes. We can also have, and we have heard of Binance being hacked multiple times, although they have done a good job in security. But when they have issued their own APIs and being used by the crypto fund, their trading team may have malfunctioned a bit and get hacked through the wallet. So the same problem is also happening in the traditional security industry. Traditional antivirus software is relying on the DNA scanning technology, which means you have to scan a hell lot of system activities. While at the same time, you can, whenever there's a new virus coming out, you have to wait for some companies to be infected first, then collect the samples and analyze it. Normally, it will take quite a lot of time to come with the solution. And also a lot of softwares like 360 in China, they have made their software free and they try to make money from elsewhere by claiming sales from the software sales, which is create a competing interest and people didn't like the user experiences. And because most of these major brands in the world are sharing almost the same database of the virus and their DNAs, and this is create a problem of being too similar. So ROMAD has come up with two solutions. First one is multi-layer detection platform. The other is the malware genome. So the way we do it is like this. Even if it's a new virus being coming out, nobody has ever seen it. We are able to use the neural network training to get all these suspicious and malware functions to be detected. It's like maybe someone has not committed a crime, but if he walks into the bank and all his postures and his facial expression is showing suspicious, and he can be detected and be prevented from making changes to the system in advance. So, but we cannot be a single point of the weakness here as well. We are not going to just make this a reverse ICO or tokenization of a ROMAD business. Our ultimate goal is to design a decentralized platform so that a lot of market participants can participate in on the same chain. So there will be three types of users. Traditional users as the B2C clients, they'll be receiving the tokens as a way of licensing their software to their friends, so they can share part of the revenue of the software sales. And we have security experts who can participate in the community work and get rewarded. And we will have enterprise solutions who use the softwares, or they can issue tasks on the platform and reward users in the community. The reason why we are doing this is we see a lot of blockchain projects saying that, oh, we are going to create the entire ecosystem, so everyone can participate and be rewarded. But we believe that Rome is not built in one day. And major problem of this is blockchain is counterintuitive. And one thing in business that we all know that you cannot expect everyone to act in the way that you want. It's just like when you want to play the game, you need to design the game tutorials. So you slowly teach people and get them to have the right user behavior. And that is why we, as the party that cares about tokenomics a lot, we have designed a multi-layer tokenomics. The first way is just the sale of the softwares and rewards people with tokens when there is actual attack being defended. Second, because self-sovereign identity is a major direction of blockchain industry development, we allow the users on the nodes to actually capture their own user data and monetize it. Because whenever there's a virus coming out in the world, it's not happening simultaneously in every country. Maybe it's happening in China first, maybe it's happening in the US first. For all those companies who are located in different countries, they have to get all these samples of a virus and infect the system as soon as possible so they can come up with a solution. So for the people who are on the ROMAD blockchain, when their nodes is being detected or they are being attacked and got all their record being reported, they can sell their own data to all these security brands. And if people get used to this kind of mode, they can also sell their own browser and e-commerce purchase histories at their own consent and having all their identities anonymously being shaded. So this is like teaching people that not only you are using our software, well, at the same time, you can make money from it. As long as more and more technical savvy people join this network, we can go to the third stage. So not only people can report their own data and sell their own user experiences, what they can do is major companies can actually release their own software on the platform, and we make this community a decentralized software rating community, so people can get rewarded by performing certain tasks. And in the final stage, we can even allow third-party security solution providers to come up so that they can actually do their own ICO or IEO through our own token. They don't need to spend all this money on the marketing. They can use the same type of security tokens we already have. The other advantage of this, in traditional stock market, whenever a competitor appears in the market, your stock price will be harmed. But in this case, because they are using the same token, if they're doing a better job than us, we welcome them more because they will raise the value of our remaining tokens. So in the end, I want to introduce the team. Baboja is a very famous hacker and security expert in Canada and Ukraine, and we are very close to Hacken. And I would also like to share our achievements and rewards we have just earned. We have become the first in the Moscow Summit. In a few days ago, we were the second runner-up in Demo Asia, hosted by Chuangyebang and supported by Singapore government. And we were the third in COC China. In 2016 and 2017, we were the champion both times for Shark Tank and Chief Security Officer Shark Tank, because this is competition not only evaluate our technology, but also our security strategies. This is one of the biggest achievements we already have. We are being recognized by European Union, and we received the funding from Horizon 2020 plan by one of the 7 flagship funds. And we are being incubated by Bringasec and then Chintech Ventures, and these are all the partners and clients we are working with. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. So, you talked about how your solution is actually more efficient than antivirus, and you have
I wouldn't say it's more efficient. We are just trying to achieve the same goal by being a complement to the industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does it work if I have a desktop or laptop or something like that?
So
do I run a
yeah.
client on my desktop as a scanner?
Okay, so it happens like this. You can install it as similar to a traditional antivirus software. The mechanism is slightly different. The traditional way of doing this is to have an entire database of virus DNAs, but it only contains all those viruses that already happen in the industry. They are somehow weak against the newly emerged softwares. So what happened is ROMAD is using a different technology. I wouldn't say we are the first and whoever have done it, because Symantec has issued the same technology. But the difference is endpoint protection and active protection requires a lot of system resources. So we use a more efficient way to train our engine to actually detect it at a low cost of system resource. That's how we are being slightly more robust and efficient than them. So we're not the only one. I think Symantec also did a good job, but we take a different approach. And we use a very lightweight sandbox combined with the system. When all these malware activities have been detected, all these changes have been done to the system, it will be reversed. So what happened is we provide this same kind of solution to the crypto wallet, to the blockchain, because antivirus software is very technical stuff and not very people like it. Although it's a good thing, we need to find a way to as a go-to-market strategy. So we are going to develop a ROMAD security wallet solution, which is protected by our own technology, the endpoint protection. So we, in this way, make sure all those crypto users are being attracted to this, and we are going to introduce quite a few popular cryptocurrency pairs into it, so they can execute all their transactions in a safe way.
So, as end user of the malware detection, do I need to pay tokens to use it, or do I earn tokens from contributing my data?
Actually, we have discussed with quite a few investors, and we finalized it in this way. People can buy the softwares with fiat cash. They are being rewarded by the token, by how many times they're being attacked as a kind of bonus, so you can recognize it. And the token value is not being assigned by the business value. What happens is, once we grow big enough community, we are going to show that this is a decentralized network and people are actively participating in the community work step by step. So when other new companies want to actually show off their own softwares, or they think that because no matter how big a software engineering team you have, there's no way you can test all these circumstances. People use different phones, people use different browsers and systems. You never know what kind of situation you're going to encounter. So instead of using your own engineer, maybe issue the task on the chain, on our platform, and let our community people to do it. It can actually achieve a better result. So the value comes from here. The business users will buy the token and put it as a bounty program. The people who complete all the things and have their work verified by smart contract will be rewarded. So this is the second stage and third stage.